listening to Solo Beats.
What's up, everybody? Breaking the Curse is back, and guess what? This is a 4-game series against the Arizona Diamondbacks. Let's jump right into it. Player lock is on, and it's on twice in this episode. First one is Alex Gonzalez, up to bat in the bottom of the second inning. A runner on first base, 1-1 count already. That one is ripped in the left field for a single. Gonzalez continues to hit the ball well early on in the season for the Chicago Cubs in the Breaking the Curse series. Look at this one, right between the shortstop and the third baseman. Matt Carpenter can only let it go. All right, nothing happened on base. We're still losing. We're losing at this point, 2-0. Bottom of the fourth inning. Gonzalez up again with a run on first base again. Fouls off the first pitch. Matt Moore on the mound for the Diamondbacks. He is dealing dirty talk to us so far. Even though Gonzalez, I had a good swing against him. The first time up, was an 0-1 count. Now it's 1-1. Got runner on base. I mean, Gonzalez is not an extra base hitter for the most part. He's a singles hitter, and but the single is not driving anybody home. Swings and misses at that one in the dirt. It's 1-2 count at this point now. Come on, Agon. Low and in, they setting up, and that one goes into the dirt, and Gonzalez shows the good eye, lets it go. 2-2 count. What's up? Matt Moore, he's been shutting down the rest of the lineup too. So you're gonna see when his box score comes up, he's doing his thing against the rest of the lineup. And Gonzalez flies this one out to deep center field, and it is caught, and he's done. That was Leonis Martin out there in center field. Third at bat, the first pitch up. Gonzalez fouls it off. You can already see the score. It's getting a little out of hand here. Down 3-0, bottom of the seventh inning. We need to get something done. We need to get some runs on the board quick, fast, and in a hurry. Again, this is all 3 at bats. Gonzalez has come up with a runner on base. Now that, I just swung at a ball right there. Swung at a ball. Now I'm in an 0-2 hole. Bottom of the 7th. Matt Moore still on the mound, still hasn't given up a run. This one is ripped. Took an 0-2 pitch and rips it in the left field for a second base hit of the day. Gonzalez doing his thing. Believe it or not, didn't have one single attempt in the field. Playing shortstop, not one single attempt in the field. Also, no runs yet. This time up 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th inning. Gonzalez representing the last hope to keep the rally going. Matt Moore, if it wasn't for me, I don't even know if we would have anything going on offense. We just not doing well here as an offense. Grounds out to third, and that'll end it. Gonzalez, you can't get too mad at him. He was 2 for 4. Just didn't get any runs. Shut out by Matt Moore, and he is the player of the game. Gave up 5 hits. Gonzalez had 2 of those, and yeah, so that's where it is. That's where it goes. He's going to 2-0 now. The other hits were Yasiel Puig and 2 hits by Ike Davis right ahead of me, which he was on base every time I came up. You saw Gonzalez's batting average is up to 328. Some kind of way, Chris Ibanez got a pulled muscle in his back in that game. He's only going to be out for a few days. So we're going to rest him, which means that Ramon Hernandez is going to take over and play shortstop until what am I talking about? Catcher! Until Chris Ibanez gets himself together. In this game, second game of the series, we got a really good pitching performance from Mr. Kobe Lewis. Top of the 4th inning, he gets the easy ground out there. Here, a easy ground out in the top of the 5th. But at this point, there's no score. So Kobe Lewis is pitching his brains out, and there's no score. Gets the strikeout here of Leonis Martin. Sit down, young fella. Still no runs. Bottom of the 5th inning, 0-0 tie. Ike Davis up to the plate, looking for something, and he found it. Show me your ID. Ike Davis just identified himself with a home run into left center field. Gives the Cubs the 1-0 lead. Boom! First runs of the game for either side right there into the night. Gets out of here. All right. So up 1-0. Top of the 8th inning, Kobe Lewis up. Oh boy, that one's deep. Runners on first base. Oh, he couldn't make the catch. Edgardo Alonso could not run because the runner couldn't run until he saw, if it was going to be caught. So we catch a break there. It's runners at the corners, still trying to get out of this. Matt Carpenter up. Nobody out though. That's the problem. Ground ball up the middle. That's going to score a run. So we really just prolonged it. Oh, if we had tagged Alonso right there, might have got him. But runners on first and second. They're already leading now. I mean, the game is tied up at 1. But he breaks out of it. Works out. Gets the strikeout there. Sean Doolittle had to come in to work it out. Bottom of the 12th inning. Game still tied at 1. Ramon Hernandez says, you know what? If you gonna talk the talk, you gotta walk the walk. Walk-off home run in the bottom of the 12th inning. In for Chris Iannetta. Ramon Hernandez. Did I say Martinez earlier? Sorry. Ramon Hernandez shows the clutch gene by getting our first walk-off victory of the year. Throw your hat, Ramon. Throw your hat, Ramon. Into a sea of happy Cub teammates, and Hernandez gives us the 2-1 lead, first win of this series, and it evens the series up. Boom! Jumped all over it, and yeah, you gotta love it. You got to love it. You ain't gotta love it, but you should. Into the night, that second home run of the game for the Cubs gives us the win, 2-1. Look at the box score here. 8 hits for Arizona. Kobe Lewis was doing really well. It's a shame he could not get the he couldn't factor into the decision at all. But we get the win nonetheless. Gotta cut down these errors. So we had 3 errors in that game. It is what it is. Now, in this game, the third game of this series, we're going into the quick counts. And as you can tell, quite a few. You ever play this game and like almost everybody on the whole team is tired? Well, everybody just come to everybody and wants, hey, I need a day off. My lips is falling off. Hey, I need a day off. Something's in my eye. Everybody's out. Ike Davis, we had to swap him out for Juan Francisco. Had to swap out Eduardo Nunez for Xander Bogaerts. Swapped out Jason Hayward for Jackie Bradley Jr. So we're already playing without Chris Iannetta because he's a little banged up. Probably could have played, but we left him out. And now even more guys are coming out, and they're still not done. You know why? Because Yasiel Puig also needs a day off. So now, what are we gonna do here? We are going to go with Raul Ibanez in right field instead of Puig. So we're giving guys a day off. Usually you just need 1 day off, but we'll see what happens with that. Running into this game 3 of the series, quick counts. These Diamondbacks, we took, even the series up in game 2. We'll see what we can do here in game 3. The very first inning, D. Gordon on base. We are running hit and run with Ichiro. D. Gordon's gonna run into third base so easy it was ain't even worth talking about. Runners at the corners. Raul Ibanez up to the plate. A 3-0 count already. That one's low, and guess what? Bases are juiced with nobody out. Ground ball on, man. Double play, no. Mishandled. Turns into a run scoring error. D. Gordon comes in to score. We're up 1-0. And here's Ramon Hernandez. Just hit the home run to win the game, right? Bases jammed. 2-1 count. Bottom of the first inning. Kakayow. Kapayow. Kablooey. Kabam bam boozle wazzle. Tizzle wazzle flizzle. Gone. Grand slam for Ramon Hernandez. What? Let's talk about Ramon Hernandez. Last 2 at-bats. 2 at-bats, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs. Chris Iannetta, you may not get your spot back. You just might not, because this dude is on fire. Everybody and their mamas at home plate waiting on him to cross, and he does it. 5-0. We have exploded on them. But you know what? It's not done. In the second inning, it already gone to another pitcher, and he walks the bases loaded. And you know what? Ramon Hernandez is coming up again, but the bases loaded. This time 2 outs, 3-1 count. Can he come through again with another dinger? Boom! Not a dinger, but it is a base hit in the left field. 2 runs are going to score. Let me tell you something about Ramon Hernandez. Let me tell you something about Ramon Hernandez. 3 at-bats. You understand me? 3 at-bats. And he's driven in those at-bats. 7 runs in his last 3 at-bats. And you know what? Jaime Garcia, I ain't even talked about him yet in this game. He gets the RBI single here to blow it open even more to 9-0. But here we are in the top of the 4th inning. He's dealing. And guess what? Arizona don't have a hit yet. So we winning 9-0. And Jaime Garcia has a no-hitter. He had a no-hitter. Here we are in the top of the 6th inning. Up 9-0. Still a no-hitter until then. Until then. Got a little too excited. Juan Rodriguez, whoever he is, not somebody real, I'm sure, breaks up the no-hitter. Now, hey, but Jaime comes back and gets Steve Lombardozzi, strikes him out. In the top of the 7th inning, the Diamondbacks finally get to Garcia. David Ross goes to the gap there, and that's an RBI double, and yeah. That puts some points on the board, though, doesn't it? Put some points on the board right now for Arizona. It's 9-1, but they're still not done. Chad Galvis down the left field line, and that's going to score a run as well. Ichiro threw himself all over the place, couldn't get his man, and now it is 9-2. Got to get out of this somehow, but that's not going to do it. Leonis Martin into the corner. That one just barely fair. Raul Ibanez is not fast. Raul Ibanez also doesn't have a good arm. Maybe we shouldn't have thrown the ball to third base. You know why? Because Leonis Martin just got a freaking inside the park home run. Yes, he did. Are you serious? Finally, we get out of this, though. JJ puts in the 9th inning, pops it up behind the plate. And it's not a save because it's a 6-run lead at that point, but Botox Ricky will take it. He's going to take it, and the Cubs win. Cubs win. Who you interviewing? Ramon Hernandez for the 2nd game in a row. 7 RBIs over his last 2 games. Yeah, I think he's playing all right. The first time any Cub in this particular series, in the Breaking the Curse series, first time the same guy has won Player of the Game consecutively, I do believe. That's impressive. That makes me happy. Yes. Taking a look at these box scores, pretty impressive, except for Juan Francisco and his 3 strikeouts. That's not so impressive. But Ramon Hernandez has raised his batting average up to 268. 2nd home run. The RBI thing is really just wow. And he didn't have any RBIs at all coming into this series. Got 7 right quick. Jaime Garcia is killing. He goes to 3-1 on the season for us. His ERA is only 2.67. Doing his thing. Game 4, player lock again. Okay. Usually you're not going to see 2 player locks. The only time you're going to see 2 player locks pretty much is if, you know, things shake out right and it's a 4-game series. Raul Ibanez up, bottom of the 1st inning, there's a runner on. He rips this one down the line. It is going to be well foul. So if we can win this game, we'll, you know, take 3 games in this series. We need that. We need to see if we can do that. We got Chris Sale on the mound. You might remember in the last episode that he got injured. So we'll see what happens this time. Ground ball taken. Ibanez is doubled up to start the game. No, you were out, Raul. You out. You really were. Hey, things happen. Top of the 2nd inning, losing 1-0. This is a fly ball down the right field line, and it is, I'm sorry, down the left field line, and it's caught by Ibanez. Alright, Ibanez up for a second at bat. Rips this one. Looks like it was going to fall for a second, but it's not. He's out. And he is 0 for 2. Need to come up with something a little bit better than that. Bottom of the 5th inning, though, we're losing 6-1. Chris Sale did not have good stuff at all. He didn't. You know, I don't know if the injury still bothering him or what it is, but he did not have good stuff. And that ain't good. So, inside almost hit Ibanez. 1-1 count. Something you got to make something happen. You're down by 5 runs. You can't hit a 5-run home run. Might as well just keep this rally going. That's what we need you to do. But Ibanez hits a foul down the line. That's not going to necessarily keep, you know, that's not going to get it done, Raul. Not going to get it done, Raul. Come on, man. Throw the ball to me, man. It's 2 outs. What you worried about him for? 1-2 count. 2 down. 6-1. Bottom of the 5th inning. Cubs need a big hit inside. Slider. Mr. Paul Bunyan. All right, here we go. 2-2 count. And high. Took that. Good take. Good take, Ibanez. Good take. Good take, sir. 3-2 count. 2 outs. Runner will be in motion. What we got? And he walked him. Ibanez draws the walk, showing the great patience. In his next at bat, he did not show any patience. Took the first pitch and flew out to center field. And it's official. He is not a factor in this game. Down 9-4 though. Ibanez takes the strike inside. He did not like that call at all. 1-1 count. Bottom of the 9th inning, trying to do something here. Nobody on. So he needs to just get on base if he can. And yeah, 2-1 count. Got lucky on that because that surely looked like a strike. But they said no. So we got another bullet. And then he swings at a, you know, so you get a pitch where you don't swing because it was a ball. Controversial. You know what I'm saying? But now you get this one. And you straight out, you know, just swung at a bad pitch. So it is what it is. A 2-2 count. Ibanez still battling up here. Rips this one. Base hit for Ibanez in the right field. You gotta love that effort. Got to love that effort. Puig comes up and he goes down the right field line. That one's gonna roll into the corner. I thought we rested him, but they said no. In the third base, runners on second and third. Ibanez here trying to hopefully can score as part of the beginning of a rally. The bases are juiced. And that's a wild pitch. And it's going to score Ibanez. But unfortunately, that was all. We end up losing this game by that margin. 9-5. Lose this one. Just didn't get the pitching. I mean, you score 5 runs should be enough, right? Not today. Y'all subscribe, follow, and stay tuned for the next episode of Breaking the Curse.